the person of the labor attaché, Mr. De La Cruz, which unfortunately didn't end up into the film. And also EOC gave us an interview. Devi gave us the interview, but we also could not put in the film.
Okay, thank you very much, Ivan. So you can see is for reality of the migrant domestic worker in Hong Kong is many of them is facing the difficult life, but they cannot speak out. So at least we have someone to support. So like the leader of the affiliate of FADWU. So we come to listen some their experience how they help the workers to access the justice. First, I would like to give the mic to Jack, the leader.
When we had the interview, we had seen their struggles, especially they always want to make and assure that their family will not suffer in the Philippines. That is the one reason why most of them did not pursue to file a case in the tribunal or labor department. Secondly, like it was mentioned in the screening, the minimum time which was given by the immigration is just only 14 days, and then you have to extend your visa all over again, which everyone knows, every sense of us is very significant. So when we have that when we are interviewing them, it's really very emotional, especially with baby Jane Alas, because she had really suffered a lot from the beginning. She just worked with her employer for 1 year and 4 months, but she had suffered a lot. And when it's time for her to file a case, she doesn't know how to start. She doesn't know where to go, and she doesn't know with whom she will ask for support. Because we all know that even you know the law, if you are alone, you cannot pursue your case. You are still having the weaknesses, even you know that one. So we in the labor department, labor union, we in the Progressive Labor Union and Federation of Asian Domestic Workers Union are always here. We are telling you that we are going to support you as long as you have the determination, as long as you have the bravery to fight like baby Jane Alas. Thank you.
Thank you, Jack, and you pass to Himbu.
大家好，我想講廣東話，因為請佢翻譯俾我，唔該晒你。一樣好多謝你哋嚟呢個報我哋啲場，因為點解咧？呢個頭先你哋睇呢套嗰啲片咧，我都睇咗咧。我第一次睇添講下，因為有前場我未睇過，所以咧呢個咧嗰套片咧，我話好重要，為我哋嗰個家務工，因為我哋點解咧離鄉別井嚟呢度打工甚至喺香港，我哋喺僱主屋企住，病到人唔敢出聲，有時咧係真係忍到，你知唔知我以前我嚟香港30年啦，所以而家我覺得強咗，但係我睇到嘅咧，可忍住流眼淚，因為點解咧？我哋外傭，我想傳呢個信息俾香港僱主，我哋嚟呢度求你哋揾食，一樣香港先話咧， 你對佢好，我哋一定對你好返。因為我點解係咁講呢？我同我僱主而家我都好多謝佢。佢第一，佢支持我做工會嘅啲領袖，呢個係我欣賞佢。我同呢個僱主做咗今年11年啦。佢俾我自由，我外出開會佢都俾我，所以咧呢啲係我好多謝我個僱主。但係咧我想俾嗰個香港僱主係知道話，佢真係初嚟，我廣東話一句我都唔識。但係咧，頭我僱主，但係都係未咁熟悉廣東話，所以咧佢慢慢教我，我慢慢學，一路學一路教。你知唔知我自從咧，我開嗰個書睇咗咧，我都係翻譯泰文咁意思，一路培訓一路老細俾機會我，所以咧到而家我諗我識中學數，同埋咧可以教我哋嗰個 member， 同埋咧係可以話傳我嗰啲經驗。30年裏邊到而家咧都係又一路學習，一路培訓我哋嗰個我哋家務工。所以咧點解我哋有工會？點解我哋合作咧？各個國家喺度裏邊合作有呢個亞洲家務工工會聯會咧？因為咧個國家嚟到都唔同，一樣菲律賓嘅朋友佢識廣東話，識英文，我哋識廣東話，但係咧關法律啲嘢就深呢個嘢咧，我哋都唔識，所以我哋不斷俾佢學習，同埋咧我哋又真係又落區話俾佢哋聽，我哋做緊啲乜嘢，有咩事冇人而家，所以咧係嚟揾我哋可以幫手佢。困難嗰陣時點解佢唔夠膽投訴？第一頭先你哋睇到啦，長時間關嗰個投訴嗰個報社嗰個時間。第二咧，我哋又唔識語言廣東話又識講，但係字都唔識英文都唔識，所以啲嘢點解唔夠膽投訴？第三出去投訴一定嗰個係辦公室時間，老細邊日肯俾你出去？第四，投訴上嚟，僱主一定炒你魷魚。呢啲嘢係發生時喺我哋嘅身上，真係好多。但係咧，而家我哋不斷幫手，不斷傳俾佢哋聽，話我哋有呢個工會有呢個聯會幫手你哋，你使唔使驚？所以企出嚟，夠膽講，夠膽投訴，唔係你得嗰樣嘢，但係咧下一代一定有嗰啲我哋一定爭取我哋權益到我哋需要喺我哋嗰個合約裏邊剩我哋唔係低人工同埋冇得休息，而家咧係病毒咧。我哋有時冇得休息都有，所以呢啲嘢咧，我傳呢個信息俾香港僱主。
A good translation for Dan's speech. It's a wonderful speech actually. So this is Dan. She thanked you all for coming for the documentary screening. And this is her first time to watch this documentary. And she feels that this is so important for her. And us, that is what she said, for us as migrant domestic workers, we leave our homes far away to come to Hong Kong to work and live with the Hong Kong employers. and we always be silenced when we are sick, when we are ill. We are just silence and silence and silence. We are always withhold our emotion. Myself has been working in 30 years in Hong Kong. I have been feeling already stronger, but for most of the time, especially after watching this movie, I'm still withholding my emotion, and also I have tears in my eyes. Because migrant domestic workers, we come here for living. We come here to make a living. If you treat us well, then we will treat you well. This is a common saying for Hong Kong people actually. And my employer support me. I'm thankful for him because he support me to leader. It's been already my 11th year working with this employer, the current employer. He gives me freedom to go out, to go overseas for meetings. And I would like to use this opportunity to send a message to the Hong Kong employers. Because for us as migrant domestic workers, the first time to come to Hong Kong, we don't know Cantonese. From my experience, it was my employers who teach me bit by bit the Cantonese as well as cooking. It's the employer who give me the chance to have the learning. And I also learned from cooking books. And now I can do Cantonese cooking. And for 30 years, I have been learned bit by bit, and also to train the other migrant domestic workers. That is also why we must join unions, and why we must join union only not for our nationalities, but we have to be united in the union cross nationality, like in the Federation and FADWU, because with different nationality we have different issues, and we don't know much about the law, so we must learn more and more about our legal rights. We will reach out to the domestic workers to go to the park, etc., to tell what the domestic workers should learn, to tell them if we have any difficulties or issues or problems, you have somewhere to seek help. And so from this film you can tell when most of the migrant domestic workers, when they have difficulties, they don't know how to make complaint, and it is also difficult for them to make complaint. First, because of the long process. Second, because we don't know the language. For us, even if we can speak Cantonese, we can't read Cantonese and we can't read English. Third, we can only file the complaint within the office hours of the government office. Fourth is that employers dismiss us whenever we will file a complaint. So we are helping our fellow workers all the time, and we have been sending messages to the fellow workers that we will help them if they face any problem. So all of us must stand up and speak up. We have to be there to speak. It's not only for ourselves, not only for our rights, but it's also for the next generation, for other workers who will be coming. It's for our rights, and we hope that in the future we will not have only little wages and no day off, especially now with the pandemic, but we will gain our rights. I'd like to use this opportunity to send the messages to the employers in Hong Kong as well as the government in Hong Kong. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Popso from Timbu, and thank you, Fit, to translation for us. And you can hear already two leaders, the different experience, who is about the process of them experience to helping the worker to access the justice, and Timbu, the long way to come to be the leader, the inspiration for the workers why they are here today. So now I pass the mic to Phun. Thank you.
我都係講中文啊，因為我咧就英文都係差少少。咁咧大家姊妹好啊，大家都睇過呢條片啦。其實咧作為我哋嘅家務助理咧，即係家務工咧， 真係即係毫無權益啊，即係喺即係冇乜嘢保障俾我哋嘅。咁我咧自己係本地嘅家務助理，咁咧做本地即係我都已經做咗18年㗎啦，即係做家務工。咁即係咁多年咧，當然都係有啲辛酸史啊。咁初出嚟做咧，都係即係都係唔係好即係唔係好熟啦嚇，咁都會俾人啲僱主有啲好奄尖，都會經常俾僱主鬧嘅，即係成日都有啲就好，有啲咧就即係鬧你，即係當我哋啲家務工咧，即係都係好低微嘅工作啊嘛。初咧我出嚟做嗰陣時都有一兩家咧，真係好奄尖、好惡死嘅嚇，都好話你啊唔識做嘢啊咁樣嘅。咁後來即係一路做咁啊有經驗啦，咁即係自己自信心大咗咧，咁就會好即係好啲啦。所以咧我感受到咧外傭咧同我哋都係同一陣線㗎嘛。咁佢哋同我哋嘅工種都係一樣嘅，都係喺家庭工作㗎嘛。咁但係只不過咧佢哋留宿，而我哋咧就係唔需要留宿，但係都係同樣都係做家庭工作，咁都係受僱主嘅聘用㗎嘛。咁有啲咧真係即係唔當你係工人，有啲真係即係指導你咧氹轉嘅，有啲僱主。所以咧我都好感受到影片Baby Jane 嘅情況，真係有時咧自己有病，我哋做 part time 嘅都係冇話有嗰啲保障啊，我哋白冇添，又冇勞工嘅權益啦，又冇病假，乜都冇嘅。總之你做一日就有一日，所以即係好感受佢哋真係有病啦，僱主都唔，佢哋長期都喺度做噶嘛，都幫佢哋打工，等佢自己出去有即係做嘢賺錢嘛。咁我哋都係有努力。
UUDW Indonesia leader.
Thank you, Parecha. 大家好，我叫 Rati，I'm from UUDW。我啱啱第一次睇頭先個條片Baby Jane，我諗係我都啱啱知道原來咧唔係印尼我覺得係我諗係印尼嘅最多，但係我啱知原來係其他嗰啲菲律賓啦、Nepalese啦都原來係多呢個嘅事。我記得咧係我自己係以前第一次過嚟都係一樣係underpayment 啦，跟住1年嘅有冇放假，有冇賠翻錢我啦，跟住以前又乜嘢都又唔知，跟住又想投訴喺邊度投訴咁樣咧，跟住最後啦，我哋係2015年啦，我哋有自己個 case， 因為咧係我個 passport 咧個出期又唔同，所以咧個 immigration 答俾我話叫呢個係有問題，跟住咧係考慮完嗰啲immigration 答俾我叫我過去咁樣嘅。呢個我啱啱呢個嘅時好似好驚咁樣，因為咧都有冇人幫我啦，領事館又唔出聲咁樣，我又問佢哋又唔知係點幫我啦咁樣啦。跟住但係我有個僱主好俾上一個 support 咁樣咧，所以唔使嘅。跟住2000之後呢個咧，我搞掂個 case 咧，開始幫人哋姐姐咁樣咧，跟住第一次個 case 好多係overcharge 啦咁樣啦，跟住好多被僱主炒咗，跟住咧agent 少錢又唔俾翻個姐姐咁樣，因為咧即係呢個印尼姐姐咧好多又唔出聲又唔敢講嘢，係如果 我哋教佢哋偷數啦，唔可以咁樣啦。你講我哋係錢㗎嘛，但係佢哋又驚啦，又跟又叫婚姻咧又冇得追喺香港追咁樣嘅。跟住咧，但係到而家都一樣嘅，好多年個 case 追，但係到而家都仲好多呢個 case 啦 ，offer job 啦咁樣啦，跟住被雇主無端端又被雇主炒咗咁樣，有時雇主又唔俾我哋錢啦，跟住有時又被 agent 炒咗啦，咁樣又唔出聲，跟住好多又冇放假又唔去返錢咁樣，跟住食嘢都有，佢覺得又唔夠，有時又自己買咁樣，所以而家咧我哋有個工會。我希望啦，我哋一齊努力啲啦，好多幫人啦，我哋有個 HKCTU 啦，有個 FADWU 啦，我哋係一齊做，唔使驚咁樣，所以可能一齊努力咁樣咧會冇咁多呢個 case 啦，我希望嘅咁樣嘅，多謝晒。
So my name is Rati from the UUDW, and it's also my first time to watch the documentary. For the Indonesian, I thought that is mainly the Indonesian workers who face a lot of issues, but I found that actually other nationalities also face the same situation. And when I recalled my first time working here in Hong Kong, I've also faced the same. I'm underpaid, and also I did not enjoy any day off for 1 whole year. I didn't know my rights, and in 2015 the immigration called me about some issues about my passport. Nobody around helped. The consulate of Indonesia didn't speak anything for me, but at that time I was lucky because my employers was supportive. And then then I settled the case, and then I learned bit by bit about the court cases, and also I've got help. I helped the others on the cases, especially many Indonesian migrant domestic workers face the overcharging of agency fee, and they are always dismissed by the employers. Suddenly, the workers dare not to speak anything, and they worry if they will file a complaint, and they worry that after they file the complaint they have to be returned to the Indonesia and cannot work anymore in Hong Kong. We face the same situation, too many cases of overcharging of agency fee, and many cases of summary dismissal, many cases of unpaid wages. The agencies always got our wage, and we do not have the day offs, and food is little and not enough, and we are using our own money to buy food. But now we have union. We work together, we struggled in the union, and we have at our back the Hong Kong Confederation of Trade Union, we have the FADWU, the Hong Kong Federation of Asian Domestic Workers Unions with us. Together with us, we will not be feared. I hope in the future we will receive less cases.
So you can hear different experience and procedure of the leader here. And as you know, FADWU is affiliate of Hong Kong Confederation of Trade Union and International Federation Domestic Worker. So we are here, we're not alone, and if you have something difficult or have any problem about your job concern, you can come to us because we are here to helping you without income, but we willing to helping. So remember to spread this news to your friend, migrant domestic worker or the domestic workers, local domestic worker also support us because we work together. So you don't afraid, and then if you're facing something difficult, you can speak out, and then we are willing every day, every time to be here to helping you. Thank you very much for the leader here, and thank you very much to audience here to attend to be with us today. Thank you very much. If some audience have something want to share, and then you just raise your hand. You have something difficult for your work, or after you see the screening, what you feel about this? Any question for the panel? Yes. Sometimes you don't know how to ask the question, and then maybe if you want to like now, maybe someone facing the work problem, and then you want to ask, and then you're feeling free to ask our leader question. This screening is you prefer or you like it or not? You like? Just raise your hand.
Yes.
What you feeling with the baby Jane?
I feel so sad.
With everyone in the film.
I cry all the time.
So at least I hope you know the real situation of the life of the domestic worker here in Hong Kong. So we are here, even we come different nationality, but we are is brother and sister. So unite will make you strong, and always we fight, we will. Nó có tác cái hố hó lì là hố hó lì nào hả vậy?
Yeah, she just want to express she feel very sad for it's very difficult situation.
À, 同埋咧，而家佢好 support 我哋，佢唔係家務工㗎，佢好 support 我哋泰國工會，同埋 support 我哋嘅工作。我哋工會有錢交咗都為佢㗎，好多謝佢㗎，唔該晒。
Then want to say that this member of Thai Migrant Workers Union, she is not a domestic worker, but she has been all the time support the union.
Yeah.
She wants to visit the
Thank
Thank you very much for your sharing. And then anyone else?
If you don't have question, we will ask question.
梅姐嚟啊！好多謝。
校用我係萬寧嘅姐妹，咁咧我就喺舊年10月咧，我都本來都家務工咧我都做少咗㗎啦。我一個好唔開心、好唔人災嘅去幫一個家庭，佢原本係請咗2個工人，係一個。都係菲律賓，一個係印尼嘅，一個肥一個瘦啦，一個就好似打扮得似男仔多啲嘅。咁咧佢拉尾咧炒咗嗰個肥嘅，就係菲律賓嘅。咁咧佢就揾我去幫佢做part time。咁 part time 嘅時候咧，去到咧佢仲夠膽咧攞嗰個。係現任嘅喺個印尼工人嗰個 passport 俾我睇，佢仲鬧佢以前喺飛鵝山做嘅時候瘦掹掹嚟到我呢度，養到佢肥肥白白咁樣。我係身為喺第一屆嘅家務工，呢個亞洲家務工嘅主席，你話我聽咗嘅時候，我心係想點啊？我真係想即刻就要冚咗你。停止你唔准請我用，我幾乎係要發火噶啦。可惜因為佢係我朋友，係我女嘅大學嘅同學，所以我就唔出聲，我就喺度忍。本來我係幫佢個幾個禮拜嘅，佢個女去咗英倫，咁等佢翻嚟咧，我就唔同佢做啦咁。 佢個女都未去英倫翻嚟，我同你傾傾下偈，佢又已經話你唔好做啦咁樣嚇，我話非常開心，我即刻又走唔切，因為我唔係話去要做 part time 去同你賺錢食飯嘅，所以嗰個現任嘅印尼工慢慢做到9點幾，佢聽下個 Walkman 喺度一路做，佢都仲話佢。我同你講嘢啊！你聽塞住個耳仔做咩啊？咁樣喎，咁咧於是咧嗰個印尼工人就駁翻佢9點半咯喎，我聽下嘢都唔得，真係每一晚收工嘅時候，每一日都幾乎有嘢鬧嘅，鬧到佢要喊嘅。我覺得呢啲咁嘅，依家現在啲僱主咧，本來已經係好文明嘅時代，已經係教育咗好多勞工處教育咗嗰啲工人咧。係俾你幾多個鐘頭後要俾佢休息，唔係話咁係要咁多時間要幫你做你嘅屋企嘢嘅。到依家為止都未有好呢啲咁嘅僱主咧，係清洗咗佢嗰啲有錢啊嗰啲僱主嗰啲惡法同埋嗰啲不合理法。我依家咧都仲係喺度好憤怒嘅，有一啲家庭嚟講。我對於你哋嚟香港做嘢不平等嘅對待，我係知，因為我上過好多去做 part time，我就唔係長，我間中都要攞下經，攞下你哋嗰啲每一個嚟呢度做嘢嗰啲咧，我都要做一個調查。我雖然係依家係唔幫家務工做嘢，但係我仍然非常關心呢個家務工。你哋係香港所受嘅一切嘅苦，都係我喺我心裏。
Thank you.
So Big Mui is a local domestic worker working part-time. She was very angry because she witnessed how the employer who hired migrant domestic. See how I feed her well, like that. She was very angry because that Indonesian worker worked until very late, until 9 p.m. She was listening to music, but then she was being scolded. And she questioned how come the Indonesian worker was listening to music, and then the worker said, it's already after 9. And even listening music should be our time, right? It should be my time, right? But then every night the employer scolded at her. So she, as a local domestic worker, witnessed so many unfair treatment of the migrant domestic workers. Although the government has been telling to the public that workers deserve rights to rest, but still there are many unfair employers. And I witnessed so many of these bad employers. And me working as a local domestic workers, me being a founding member of the local domestic workers union and also FADWU, I always investigate how the employer treated the migrant domestic workers. So until now, I'm still very angry about this one.
我想回應經梅姐，經梅姐好多謝你支持我哋，一路支持我哋，同埋睇到我哋情況，同埋咧係你都係想改變呢個情況，但係咧我哋會努力。到此為止，唔該晒你。
I appreciate Big Mui's support to all of us. We are still struggle hard, and I thank you.
同埋咧，而家個時間咧，時間我哋租啲場。
我希望你哋真係要參加工會嚇，你哋好多人啲工人咧冇參加。
好，多謝。Everybody to join union, fight for rights.
Okay, solidarity for all. We unite, we fight, and we will. So now, thank you very much, everybody, to be here. Yeah. Can we do the group photo? The leader, I think, we just in the front line. Yeah, so we make from here.
Okay, everyone. Maybe we can. Maybe we can squeeze into NATO a little bit this side.
leader in the front line, please. And Ivan, thank you. The leader, can you help?
Say hello.
Leader, thank you. In the front line, thank you.
Please individual a little bit so that we can take all of your poses. 咁啊，大家坐埋少少，挨實啲咁樣就可以影晒大家咁多個樣啦。Yes. Indonesia. Good. Hi.
Fight, fight, fight! We will fight until we win! 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 Thank you so much, everybody.
Fight until we win. These stairs. One more, sis. Okay. What's your name? My name is Harlina Nadimka. So you work in the union? Yes. Good. UUDW and also team research. Yeah, thank you. Ruth, we can take photo.
Salam sejahtera teman-teman Union of United Domestic Worker dan juga Federation ASEAN Domestic Worker Unions. Di sini hari ini tepatnya kita sedang mengadakan jumpa dengan berbagai organisasi terkait tentang penayangan film The Price of Justice, yaitu pembelaan terhadap domestic worker. Semoga teman-teman senantiasa sukses dan salam selamat berkarya. Terima kasih.